Alright, test. Just put my charger on for a second. Alright, so the VPC infrastructure is already set up as per the previous observation. What needs to be done or displayed or shown is 9 steps. I'll go through those 9 steps basically. So what I've done is I've actually already done some trial and error with the testing of the infrastructure. I did manage to access this. Let make sure this is actually recording. Yeah, I believe so. So first things first. SSH from internet into Linux Bastion host. So and these are all. We'll go through the security groups. So this is a Linux Bastion host. I'll bring it up. There's a public IP address. There's a private IP address as per the table in the document. So we'll go down to security groups. So we just have inbound role 222, and then the outbound will be all. So SSH obviously is 222. Port 222, 22. I don't know what I'm saying 22, but anyways, so that's specifically set up for that Linux Bastion host. So what we'll do is we'll actually SSH into it. So I don't know if I already have it open, but I'll open it up. I could SSH from inside Amazon, but you could do it this way too. Depending on whether I have the key in here. Do I already have the key in here? Might be in desktop. Let's see. I'm gonna do it from the current. There we go. There's a key. So SSH and then we'll type in that key. We'll type in default user for the machine. So now that should. I'll just grab the public IP address of the machine. Jump back in with Alt Tab. We'll paste it, and then that should allow us to SSH into the device. Okay, there you go. There is, you can see the 10.1.0.10 IP address. You can probably do IPA as well if you want to really confirm it. Next thing, points to note, I don't know if this was in synchronous order. Allow RDP from internet into Windows Bastion host. So this may be a little bit more interesting. I might just pause this for a second. Alright, so if we're gonna RDP from internet into Windows Bastion host, we will need the files. So I've created a shared drive from my PC to my laptop because my PC doesn't have a webcam. So here's our what would you call them? Passwords. After inputting the RSA, the Berger US East RSA into Amazon. That's basically all I did. I'm just going to move these over to the desktop. Definitely not ideal in an enterprise environment. There they are there. There's that one. So, I didn't even need to move them really, but it just might make it a little bit faster to access. So what I'll do is I can do it. You can do it both ways. You can RDP from the Amazon instance, or you can go like this, and you can actually grab the public IP address of the Windows Bastion host. So I probably should go over the security groups that I set up for it, just to attest that they are set up correctly. Hopefully this displays Windows Bastion host. There it is. So this will have its own separate security group. Should be. We'll go to security. That would help. And down here we have the Windows Bastion SG. So here we have port range 3389 from the internet, so anywhere 0.0.0.0/0. Also ping has been allowed. So from there I will we'll go back into our RDC. Probably should actually first we'll grab our IP address, our public IP address. So we'll grab that, we'll copy that, we'll jump in here, paste that. It's probably going to ask us for some details. So that's the password. Whether it uses this, I don't think it should use that. I think it should use this. And then, no, hopefully that works better, because I don't think it will connect correctly if it doesn't. It's the bash and host password. We use this. Dump out of here, dump in here. Hopefully that works. Oh, there we go. So that sort of confirms that the connection is successful from there, and then hopefully with the security group setup that I actually allowed it from the internet. So here we are, set up with set up with the RDP'd into the Windows bash and host. So what should actually be able to happen is we should be able to, whilst we're here, we should be able to RDP into we should be able to RDP into, can I get out of this? We should be able to RDP into our Active Directory server, which is in a private subnet. So here we are, Active Directory, security groups. We'll check the security groups. All 3389, yet again RDP from this time with custom setup. So that's the security group of that's actually the security group of the Windows bash and host there, the source there. So that should allow from just the Windows bash and host to RDP into that. What I'll do is it's a little bit laggy because it's using the free tier, but we'll try anyways. I'll grab the password now. I'll probably have to remember the IP address, public IP address of the AD server. So actually no, sorry, it's in a private IP address, 10.2.128.20. Okay, so I'll jump back into our remote desktop connection. What I'll do is we'll RDC from here. Actually, I already set up. Here we go. 10.128.20. Oh, sorry, no, 2.2. That won't work. There we go. And this should, if I paste this in, and hopefully it's pasted correctly. Yep, there we go. Name the certificate 10.2.128.20, and now, okay, yep. That was another connection. I was using another computer. There we go. 10.2.128.20. I mean, you can confirm it. It's probably very slow considering it's using the free tier T3 micro. Not ideal setup for Windows Server 2022, I believe it is. So IP config. There we go. 10.2.128.20. There we go. So we'll actually just disconnect from both of those. So that's that set up, and now what we also need to do is for the web server to allow HTTP and HTTPS. So I'll go into the web server. We'll check the security groups of the web server. There's your private IP address. You can't see the VPC. I should have shown the VPC. The VPC1 for this one. Probably should have showed it for the previous ones, but you can see it from the actual private IP addresses and the way they're configured. So security groups, it's got its own security group yet again, web service security group. So this one's actually got a few inbound rules. So we've got port 80 for HTTP. We have all for ping because that's required. 443 for HTTPS and 22 for SSH. So SSH access. So that was actually very difficult to set up because I didn't have the initial install, so I had to SSH into the machine and then also run some commands to run up HTTP and HTTPS, install a few applications, upgrade the repo, update the repo, sorry. So what we'll do is I'll just grab, this one's pretty simple, just go to details, I'll just open the address. You could do it both ways. You could do, either way, it's same thing, like DNS, hello from your, so that's what I set up as for the web page, hello from your AWS EC2 server. There's HTTPS, but it's not secure, as in it has a self-signed certificate, so I haven't actually, it's not, it's not officially assigned official certificate to as a web browser. So HTTP, that should also work, that works, and yeah, HTTPS was the one previously. So that's that set up. That's the web server. I already showed the security groups. So now, from the Linux Bastion host, we should be able to SSH into the web server. So we can jump back into the terminal, and I think we're already in the Bastion host. So now, can be done. Hopefully, I think there already is. Don't recall if. So we're going from Bastion host into the web server. Okay, so I'll need. I would need to. I think the key should be in here. Should be in here. Can't remember if in here. Either way, you know what? I'll just set it up now. .ham. We'll just copy and paste whatever the key is. Notepad. Yeah, always copy. Jump back out of here. So we'll jump back into our terminal. We'll put it into our text editor. Control O, enter, Control X. So now I should be able to, with that key, if we're going to the web server, I think I set that up normally. I should have set that up normally. Yeah, so it should be EC2 user. Can't recall if I used. Web server is actually publicly facing, isn't it? So I can use either one, really. I'll use this one though for now. See what happens. If not, use the private IP address. Should both work technically. What do we got here? Bad permissions. Oh, sorry. Probably need to change. Can't. Is that the command? I can't. Hold on. Change permission. Check. It should be, yeah, it should be. Give me 1 second. Okay, so I'm nearly made a mistake there. Oh, actually, I didn't even sudo it. So I don't even need to do that really. Sudo, that should be this. Control A, sudo. Hope it's correct public IP. Oh, there we go. So there we go. We've SSH into the web server. We should do another one of these. 10.1, 10.1.0.20. So next step we need to take is it needs to be able to go into the MySQL server. So I should be able to, I'll exit out of this because we don't need to be, that's not the Windows Bastion host, that's the web server. And then we'll SSH into this MySQL server. So I used Ubuntu for this because with MySQL it's not compatible with the Amazon Linux image or as well as the repo that it uses. So the Ubuntu server, the default one, it actually uses the actual Ubuntu repo. So and also the package manager is apt. So that's another different package manager with a different repo, which also allows the installation of my SQL server. So from there, so here's the private IP address set up and VPC1. So that's in a private IP address, so it should only be accessible from the Bastion host. So we go to security groups. Hopefully I've configured these correctly. What do you have here? 3306, which is our MySQL server access, and then also SSH from anywhere from the internet. So that allows us to SSH into the machine. You only required. Oh yeah, I'm allowed to pull it, but you can. I did set up a SQL. SQL account and then also an SQL machine, which I don't know if that was required, but I did it anyways. Which was interesting because I had to use MariaDB on the Amazon Linux package installer to allow for that MySQL command. So what we'll do is just up to the private IP address. We don't even there anymore. Watch it just disappear. We'll go from there. Bada bing. Hopefully bada boom. Oh, I didn't sudo. There we go. Is he using a different sec? You know what? It probably. Why does this? That's a. That's hard, bro. Hold on 1 second. Another quick resolve, another quick forgot. So what we've done here actually is change it to Ubuntu because EC2 user and I set it up as an Ubuntu server. I forgot I did that. Hopefully that works. That did work. Okay, cool. There we go. Next we will. What's the next? SSH into email server. So come back to this. Actually, code share. Actually, what I'll do is I'll go. And if I can remember correctly, oh, this is gonna be. Oh, hold on a sec. Alright, so I'll just prove that the MySQL server is actually set up. So use that same private IP address here, and then we'll dash U, and then my user, and then a P. Oh, I forgot about it. This is the same thing that happened before. So maybe I'll display how I did it. Okay, let's see if this works. I just realised that maybe it doesn't save the packages that it's previously installed. And we'll probably have to do what I said before, which is still that, and hopefully that works. Maybe it won't. Alright. a sudo too. Oh, look what we have here. Oh, that's because it doesn't save the configuration. Okay, well it worked. It didn't save my user, but anyways, no worries. Anyways, we'll move on to the next one. So we'll go on SSH into the email server. Hopefully it'll set up the configurations correctly. Hopefully this is also a fucking... sorry. Yeah, hopefully this is also a Linux server. So we'll go... Where is it? Refresh. Where am I? Where are you, server? I don't know what that is. Yeah. Hoping that's not the email server. It looks like the emails. Alright, well that's we'll check the security groups to confirm that's the email server. Yeah, that's the email server. So there's the SMTP. I think it's POP3, the protocol. So the other protocol there, 110. SSH 22, and then all for ICMP, which is just our ping. These are custom set up for security group as well. I think it's for the Bastion host, yeah, which is what we were going to attempt. I think it's for the Bastion host. It's one or the other. More than likely, it was a Bastion host. It was actually... Yeah. Okay. So what we'll do is we will SSH into this. So yet again, we'll find our IP address, private IP address, copy that, and then is this Ubuntu? Who knows? We'll find out. I believe that should work. Didn't do a sudo yet again. Oh, didn't like that. What are we using? 10.2.128.10. Maybe. Where am I? Stop this recording. Alright, well, let's see if it's an Ubuntu server. It is an Ubuntu server, there we go. And I did it again. Okay. Alright, so that was another resolve. On to the next task. We already RDP'd into the Windows AD. Saw the allow port into the MySQL server, access the SQL server, and port 25 and 110 for the email server, ICMP into web and MySQL and email servers. I did install the database, but it did not save the install or the setup, the configuration. And then what? We're just gonna ping our devices. Realistically, I can only ping the public IP addresses. I can't ping the private IP addresses. We can test that. I mean, it's shown in the security groups, but we can test it anyways. What I'll do is oh my god. So exit out of this. Oh, what are we in? 10.2.128. In the email server. We can try ping from the email server to we'll ping ping the Bastion host. I think they all allow, aren't they? Yeah, they all allow. They should all be able to ping each other technically. I I don't know if you want me to ping every single device here. Seems a bit extra, but we'll do it anyways. Do some of them. I can't remember if I don't think I allowed a CMP ping on that device. No, I wouldn't have. Where is it? The Linux Bastion host. Does Linux have the ping on it? Nope. It's only got SSH, so that's why that ping didn't work. See if SQL server's hanging out in VPC1, so we'll check that out. There you go. Security, did I allow ping on here? Did not, so that's not going to work, but we can test to it anyways. Shouldn't be able to ping it. Let's do it. Check connectivity here. Yep, yet again. How many packets? 3 packets. Nothing. Web server. Can I ping the web server? Here we are. Ready, security. And we should be able to ping the web server. The web server is hanging out in VPC1. So here you go, confirm that. VPC1. There's the public IP address either as well, but we'll ping the private IP address, see what happens. Should be able to ping that, I believe, if I can recall. Yep, we can ping that. That confirms that. If that wants to stop, it doesn't kill. Yep. And we can ping the public IP address is going to be pingable either way. So we'll run down the list. That's the Windows Bastion host. I believe we may have set up a ping for this. We did. ICMP all. So I'll ping the private IP address here. Should be able to ping this device. Should be able to say that. Can't recall which one. Oh, maybe that one's set up with. What is it set up with? Alright, well, I figured that one out. The Windows Defender firewall was on, so it's going to prevent any pinging, and it wasn't able to ping from the host machine as well, so that's what my troubleshooting was actually for that one. So I should be able to access this one. Should be able to ping that. There we go. And now we're able to ping the address of the Bastion host. So it would probably be the same goes with the Active Directory. I haven't turned off the Windows Defender firewall, but that's just what was preventing it from being able to ping, even though the security group was on there. They've probably allowed it on here as well, but you need to change the Windows Defender firewall to be off for it to actually be pinged. Display that one as well. So so now it's able to connect, so all it took was just to turn Windows Defender firewall off. The email server can ping all addresses that have been allowed for ping. I think the Linux Bastion host was one that didn't, and MySQL server might have been another one. So I think that's all that is needed for or required for this one. You can go into on the Bastion host. You could do it from the Active Directory. Actually no, I'll do it from the Bastion host. I guess I'll ping. It'd be pretty laggy, but that's right. I'll do it anyways. Because these other servers realistically. You'd be able to ping quite easily. Public IP address it? Yeah, public IP address it. I have to public IP address it. That's not the password for that one. OneNote. What do we got here? There we go, that's probably it, hopefully. Might have changed. No. There we go. And we'll just go back to pinging the other devices. Here's us logging in. So yeah, his. Actually, I'm not even going to pull that up because it's so laggy. Hopefully, we can start off just pinging the devices that we are able to ping. Probably just the Bastion host, really. No, actually, no, sorry, not the Bastion host. Bastion host. Was I just pinging the Bastion host in the Bastion host? Yeah, what we'll do here. I'll put IP addresses. Don't know. Cool, if this does. Don't have anything in it. Actually, this is pretty slow, so it might take a while to ping anything. No. That was a web server. Hopefully we can ping something here. I don't think that one's... Damn, how long does the packets take to send? Hopefully that could ping. Probably not, it's probably bloody put this thing back on. It'd be nice if you just ping it, eh? See how much better Linux is than this. There we go, you can ping that one. Something's got ping on it. Ping the email server. If you better hope you can bloody ping the... Oh, actually, I don't know if I think I let the ping on there. Oh, I won't ping this because it's got Defender on as well. So that's the Windows Active Directory, but as you can see, yeah, one of the pings worked because that's the only one that actually allows ping, and also the ICMP, sorry, and the ICMP on the other machine is actually blocked by the Windows Defender firewall, so which is very painful to show. I just went into here, turned everything off. Here we go, turned it off. That's what I did. Yeah. Hopefully this records well. Probably doesn't. Get me out of here. That's another question. If I shut this down, I hope I'll just leave the connection. Okay. There we go. Hopefully that's enough for the observation, including the previous setup with the VPCs and the subnets. I could probably go over there, show you the VPCs, just to, I mean, you saw them on the machines, the instances, but here we are, VPCs. Oh, I need to really fix that. Yep. VPCs, VPC1, VPC2, subnets. I've got a lot of subnets here. I need to clean this up before I get charged an arm and a leg for it. It's gonna let me scroll this down. Hopefully you can see more VPCs, but I don't know if I can see the rest of these. Can this bugger off more? I don't know. There we go, VPCs. Route tables, private, public, out to the internet gateways. There's the internet gateways here for VPC1 and VPC2 to allow access to the internet. I don't know if that will give me, elastic IPs for the VPCs, for the public IPs, and there we go. Peering connections as well. There should be a peering connection here. There we go. My VPC peering active between VPC1 and VPC2. There you go. Alright, hopefully that's enough. And thank you.